Another alleged gameplay video. Marble Madness. I could talk about Marble Madness for a long time. It's one of my kind of desert island games. It's one of my all-time favourites. There's no getting away from it. And back in 1984, I was there in the arcades when it first came out. So this is on the PlayStation 2. I think it's on the Midway Arcade Treasures or whatever it's called. Yeah, the first one. It's one of those games I would like to have on as many systems as possible. Haven't played it in years, but after mucking around the last 5 minutes, once I do the video, I'm really looking forward to. Oh God, I'm looking forward to playing it on the CRT in a minute. Once I've done this, so I'm going to put a bit of time into this tonight. I was really good at this in the arcade. I mean, you couldn't get me off the cabinet. Pretty shit at it at the moment. I'm going to waste time here, which is completely unnecessary. Don't pick a fight with a black marble. Oh God, come on. Honestly, I've played it for 5 seconds, people. I'm trying to think of the versions that I've had over the years. I've got to get back. Oh, we got away with that. The only way you can get through that bowl is by sticking to the edge. I had a version on the Game Gear that was quite good. I've got the PAL release of the Mega Drive version. Everyone likes to slag that off because of the audio. Oh, the audio sounds terrible. Blah 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 blah. You know, I can only regurgitate what YouTube says. The fact is that it was at that time when it was released on the Mega Drive. It was the best version. It really was. It was the best version. I can't think of the company that released the Japanese version. I know it does sell for quite a bit. Out of time. We're going to have one more quick bash because I was pretty bad at that. Yeah, so I think I'm going to pick up the NES version. That's still quite cheap. You can get it boxed and complete for about £10–15. I'd really like to get it on a Commodore 64, but I'm having problems trying to find one on cassette. It's just one of those things. I'd like it on different systems. Come on. Let me progress. But this was the sort of thing that attracted me back then in the arcades. You know, I know you've got your shoot 'em ups and everything else, but to be honest, they were like, you know, I'd kind of been there and done that, and this was something completely different. It had that kind of isometric look to it, that clinical look. So it was kind of a nod to films like Tron at the time. It was the first, correct me if I'm wrong, it was the first cabinet, certainly the first from Atari. I don't know if it was the first in general, but it was the first cabinet to have proper frequency modulated stereo. Oh, what the hell. Once you get stuck on here, you're bollocks. I ain't getting out of this. Yeah, proper frequency modulated stereo, so it wasn't your digital compressed shit. And it had such a unique sound, those stereo speakers just above your head and really bassy. And obviously the trackball control. And it was such a giggle in 2-player mode. I think I am going to have to focus on getting the versions that I want. So I think I'll pick up the NES version. I've seen that running and it is quite a faithful conversion. considering the NES's limitations. I'm going to run out of time again. Yes, I definitely need to practice. But there you go. Marble Madness on the PlayStation 2. It's one of my all-time favourites. It would be in my top 5. No getting away from it. And I'd probably have Return Fire in there as well. Maybe I'll do a Desert Island type game, type video thing at some point. But yeah, this was in the arcade when it came out. It hadn't been out for long in the UK, and me and a friend were playing it. And 2-player action was really quite funny. Obviously, you have to just all it is, you just got to keep up with the screen. You know, if the other person's better, then you're never going to keep up. So yeah, so I'm going to be on the lookout for the NES version, Commodore 64. That's pretty much it. I don't have a Game Gear anymore, unfortunately. Trying to think if there's any other versions. The biggest rip-off or knock-off of this was a game called Spin Dizzy. I want to get that back on the Commodore 64, and also it came out on the SNES, and it does go for quite a reasonable price. Yeah, I did warn you. I could chat all the time about the merits of Marble Madness, but I'll leave you alone now, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.